What's up, people? How are we? I will be with you in just a moment. You know the drill by now. You know how it goes. Bear with. Get the community post rolled out, and then we will get cracking. I sent it to you guys. Okay. You know how it is. Okay. Bear with. Okay, there we go. That's done. Discord is pinged. And we're good to go. Where you guys at? Where's my studio tab at? Let me find you guys. There we go. There we go. How we doing, Angel? Okay, what's up? What's up, bro? How are we doing? I need far more caffeine than I've had today. That's why I've got this lovely cup of tea with me. I've also got the England, Spain, European Lionesses final one right now. Specky, what's up, my man? How you doing? Hey guys, so let me know if I'm sounding okay. My video set looks good because I'm downloading a giant file right now, just for the podcast stuff, because we recorded the in-studio episode and I had to download a bunch of footage off from which was sent to me. So I'm a bit worried that my internet might suffer because it was bad timing. But if it looks fine to me, but do let me know in advance if that changes, because that'd be greatly appreciated. Turtles, what's up, man? I see you. Astro as well. Good to have you guys back. How are we feeling after last night's card? You look fine. Good. Perfect, man. Goose rattle along. These MMA fighters suck. Well, you can prove us wrong, Shimaev. Obviously, assuming that's definitely the real fighter in my chat, as per. Because you can change that. You look like Ned Flanders. I guess I'll take it. I'm not sure. Takune, what's up, my man? I'm good, man. I'm good today. Good progress on the scripts. Probably not as much as I would have liked for my Lee Murray video, but I'm starting. The division of the video is a lot more concrete. So, like, I was a little bit worried on how I was gonna put it together, but I'm starting to see the vision and the plan as I'm writing it. So, it's a promising start. Slow start, but it's a promising start nonetheless. Sad Rob lost. Yeah, so am I, but I can't be too mad about it, to be honest with you, because it was a close fight. If we're being real, man, it was a very close fight. I can't get too upset. I'm frustrated, sure, because I love Rob, one of my favorite fighters. I'm sure the same with some of you, but if we're being real, it could have gone either way. RDR versus Usman, who wins? RDR, I think, at the moment. I think he's just a little bit younger. Usman, I know he got the win over Buckley, but you can still, the age still very much a factor. I just don't think he can handle that pressure from RDR in the same way. In a bigger weight class as well, I think he'd struggle. Also, Shimaev DDP so far. I've cemented my pick on DDP. I was so back and forth on it, and I said on stream, I've just locked it in. I had a vision. I think Drickus Duplessis is going to get it done. Somehow, in some way, I think he's going to do it. Watching Reign of the Superman? I don't know what that is. Will they make Jan Marab? I don't think so. Like, I put it in the title because I'm entertaining the idea. But, I mean, would you love to see it, though, Berserke? Because, to be honest with you, we've had the fight before. And it was absolute domination by Marab, 50-45. You know, it wasn't really a contest. And there's not really a selling point for that fight, if I'm being, you know, blunt and honest. David Grant's coming for that bantamweight belt. He's one of my goats, base. You're cultured, man. Welcome back as well. You're cultured, bro. You know, you guys know as well, I'm Davy Grant. I'm a huge Davy Grant fan. Always have been. Guy just comes to fight. He got robbed against Daniel Marcos, so I'm glad he's back in the win column now. You know, he was on a nice little streak. Do you see me animate? Oh, okay, cool. Can RDR win the title in the future? I think he'd struggle against a really, really, really strong wrestler like Shimaev or something. I think he's going to struggle. I think Drickus would be able to outwork him as well. I think Shimaev and DDP would both beat him, but we'll see. Because realistically, he's going to fight the winner of whoever out of those two. So, jury's still out, man. Umar versus Janos. Yes, I agree with that. But to be honest with you, I feel like it might go the same way as Marab's one. I think the wrestling of those guys is too good for Jan to handle, as much as I'm a Petr Jan fan, you know. you see what Usyk did on the Dustin retirement night? No, I didn't. Fill me in, man. What happened? It was a super close fight by RDR. Still super proud he won. Only real contender in the Netherlands. Yeah, I know, right? It's been a while. I mean, the only one I can think of in who's really come to that level or close to it is Alistair Overeem, who's obviously never won a UFC title, but his combat sports pedigree is extensive, and he has fought for a belt. So, you know, he's still up there. You know, there's no shame in anything that Alistair Overeem has done. He's a phenomenal athlete. But outside of that, I can't... Maybe I'm missing an obvious one, I feel, but I can't think of another Dutch MMA fighter who's been super prominent. I mean, they're a lot more... They're not more known for kickboxing, aren't they? This is the thing. So, like is it Rico Van Hoven? Is that how you pronounce it? He trains with Tom Aspinall, I believe. Was he Rico Van Hoven? Yeah, he kickboxer. I mean, yeah, he's one of the best, isn't he? Again, I'm not super knowledgeable, but I'm as far as I'm aware, he's top level. But again, they've just always been much more known for that rather than MMA, right? My wife found the videos. Yeah, great. Nothing too bad in that one, I hope. Umar versus Jan is much better. Yeah, it's much more... There's a higher selling point there, and it's just much more compelling. Because we haven't seen it. And again, it's what it comes back to what I always say. It's what we haven't seen in MMA that is always the most exciting. This is why I don't prefer rematches over other stuff. It's just... You'd rather the new stuff rather than the same fights over and over again. That's why I'm never a huge advocate for trilogies, generally speaking. Because I think they hold up the division. You'll get it back, man. Don't worry. Fifth round KO? You reckon? Oh, sorry. I thought you said Poirier, bro. I'm tripping, man. No, Specky. No, he said Poirier on the Dustin retirement. Oh, you're just saying the same night. Yeah, of course I did. Yes, of course. Sorry. I thought you were referring he did something to do with Poirier. I was like, no, I didn't know that. No, of course I watched the boxing. Yeah, I actually broke it down the other week. I mean, yeah, phenomenal. Yeah, I mean, it looked elementary for Usyk, as it does for pretty much anyone he seems to face, which is why I think it's more than fair to have him in the GOAT conversation, top 10 of all time. I think they're all fair shouts. I think he's phenomenal. The best of our era, really. Best fighter of my era since I've grown up. Since I was a kid, in my opinion. I think he's the best heavyweight. And, I mean, not even just best heavyweight, because he's undisputed at cruiserweight as well. 2 weight classes, undisputed champion. I mean, I think he's the best boxer of my generation, for sure. My era. Sorry, apologies. I misread what you said. After Shemaya finishes Drickus, nobody's going to talk about him, and they will say he was always overrated. I disagree with that. If you're referring to DDP, I disagree because he beat Adesanya. You know, he beat a middleweight great. You know, finished him with a submission. He's beat Robert Whittaker, another former champion. Sean Strickland, another champion. I mean, he's not going to be regarded as overrated. Which ethnicity has the best fighters? Historically, it's got to be... I mean, if you look at sheer numbers, it's either US or Brazil, right? But we're in a different time now. Right now, I'd say the UK is up there. Maybe a little bit biased, but I think England is very strong. We just have a lot of good talent, not just... Because you've got to think bigger than just who's got a UFC belt. You've got to think of an array of contenders, array of top-level fighters, and gyms that are producing constant top-level fighters. I think England is definitely up there now. Obviously, Russia, constant output there. Georgia with Topuria and Merab, but they're only a real 2, so I'm thinking bigger. Good question. Brazil and US have definitely dropped off a bit as the sports become a lot more global and expansive, and you've seen the progression. Yeah, I mean, England and Russia are the ones that come to mind for me, weirdly enough. I mean, you can see the decline, though. Like, if you look at the US, they've only got 1 champion right now, and it's Kayla Harrison. So for a time, there wasn't any. So the other countries have just sort of lapped them a little bit. Rico Verhoeven is heavyweight champion glory for more than a decade. Yeah, that's insane. Insane. Again, you know more than I do, Scrub. It's good to have you back as well, by the way. Johan as well. Amir, welcome. How are we doing, guys? Good to see you again. I'm doing good, though, Johan, to answer your question. Thank you, my friend. DDP, RDR, Imavo, Hamzat, Kaya, Barala, middleweight stacking. Yeah, middleweight's looking good, man. It's looking good. It's looking very good. I think the only real men's division that's looking weak right now is heavyweight. And light heavyweight's okay. It's not bad, but middleweight is pretty strong. Yeah, really, it's only heavyweight for me. You know, Arman obviously deserves the title shot. I agree, if we're talking principle, but I've said it a million times, Takune. The UFC's never a company that's been... it's never really been built off of principle. It's always been about business and what's going to make the most money, which is understandable. I get it. I get the game. I think Ilya will fight Paddy, to be honest with you. I don't think it will be Sarukin. I think it will be Paddy Pimblett. I mean, I predicted that he would call him out after he beat Charles, and I said he'd get on the mic and he'd call out Paddy Pimblett, and that's exactly what he did. I know the UFC don't seem to want it just yet. I think they want to build it up a little bit more, which is fair. But I think it will happen. I really do. MHA is live right now. I don't know about his sister. I don't really know him too much either. I know he does well, but do you give RDR the loser of KO versus Imavov? No, I think you give him the title shot. I think you give him the title shot. I mean, I'm happy with either of those guys. There's a lot of the margins between those dudes on who deserves the belt. It's very thin, very thin. I know. Did that not happen in kickboxing in Glory? I'm surprised. No, Navigator. I'm afraid not. Epic win for Bryce. Yeah, I thought after that knee he took from Nurmagomedov, I thought he was in tough waters, and he was, but he dug deep. Credit to him. He looked pretty good at bantamweight. Kept a good pace. Grappling was strong, and I think you can see the size differential was really impacting him at featherweight, because he's not even huge at bantamweight, but he's much more comfortable at that weight class, and they can really enforce his grappling a little bit more there because the guys are a bit smaller. So you know, like Guru said, call up Gaethje, Armin, and Paddy, and do title limb. The one that left out goes PFL. I'm down for that. JDM will smoke Islam. I actually am inclined to agree with you. I was very back and forth on that when it got announced. But I think JDM, honestly, the Bilal performance, he very much proved me wrong. I picked Bilal in that fight. I thought the grappling would really, he'd have success there against JDM, because I look back to the Gilbert Burns fight and really he had his way with him on the mat out until right near the end. But you can see, you know, I think that's a mark of a champion, and he's gone on to proven that with JDM, is that the willingness and ability, both of those things combined, to improve in the areas of the game where you're weakest. And we've seen that tenfold in the grappling. I mean, he looked like a different fighter. Between the Burns fight and the Bilal fight, he just looked like a completely different guy. Did so well in the grappling exchanges against Bilal, and that's why I think he might do well against Islam too, who is a bit smaller. You know, so he has that size advantage. JDM's big for welterweight. I think he can stuff those takedowns. I really do. I think if Volk can do it, who's also a phenomenal fighter in his own right, but a man who's a featherweight, by all accounts. I mean, I think JDM will do well in the grappling. I think it would be, when that fight takes place, a striking affair. And in that realm, I think JDM would beat him. I do. I do think he beats him. I think he'd win by decision. And Marv K was a title eliminator? Yeah, I mean, you know the UFC flip-flop all the time, man. Our man last fought 300. Yeah, it was against Oliveira, right? Yeah, I know. He was meant to fight for 311 against Islam. MMA gods didn't have it the way we wanted it, sadly. Paddy's so undeserving of a title shot. I mean, sure, but you can't blame Paddy for that. If the UFC give him a title shot, he's gonna take it. You can't blame Paddy for that. Blame the UFC. Don't get angry at him. Get angry at the matchmakers. Good night. I'll see you later. Always fun having on stream. It's all good, man. Chatting with such humble, one of the best MMA YouTubers. It's all love, man. Thank you for the kind words, Takune. Have a good one, man, and sleep well, my bro. Sleep well. Which fighters do you think have the best fans? Not a lot. Most MMA fans are tribal, towards particular fighters. They're very tribal. So let's say none. You have the Unks. I know, right? Running it back. All of these guys. Yeah, Davey Grant. He's like 38, isn't he? How old is he now? 39. 30. He's 40 this year. My goat. Beating Dama Black shit like that. I mean, that's a good win. That's a really good win. Yeah, Dama Black shit on a 3-fight winning streak. This is why you got to respect my GOAT. You got to respect my GOAT, Davey Grant, like that. Oh my god, why does Tapology brick my Google Chrome? Okay, I can't see chat right now, bear with. It's killing me. There we go. We're back. What's up, Ivar? Good to have you back. K-Dot, Justin, I see you guys. How you doing? How you doing? Yeah, I did see that, man. Tyra Albalzi off. Yeah. I would like to see Tyra beat him up, but it's a crazy statement, K-Dot. Crazy Horse, yeah. I mean, he's pretty crazy. He's named that for a reason. Salikov's 41. Jesus Christ. You're the Unc. You're not wrong, man. You think Izzy comes back for one last L? Daz, yeah, I do. I think it's... Do I think he would lose if against who he'd probably get matched up with? Yeah, probably. I think the Strickland fight is there. I think that's the one that's going to be made. I think it makes sense for both guys. You know, the rivalry, the build-up's fun. It would sell well on pay-per-view as a co-main or something. Obviously, it won't be for a belt. And it's compelling. It's a compelling matchup. I think he does come back for that. Whether he loses it or not, I'm not sure, but I definitely think he'll come back because the allure of the fight game when you've been at the top and you just want to keep going, and also financially, I won't be surprised. What I post on X, he's accepted a fight for next week. I don't even know. I don't like that guy at all. His fight style is so boring. He talks a way bigger game in the cage than he's actually worth. You know, any competent fighter would knock him out. Tom Aspinall would put his lights out inside 30 seconds. If RDR would talk more exciting, he'd be more popular. I mean, honestly, Justin, to be honest with you, mate, you can say that about 90% of the MMA roster. That's the nature of the game. Listen, people like the overall masses who watch mixed martial arts, you know, not just people who care about, you know, the real sport, the actual integrity of the sport. People who just watch MMA for whatever reason, right? They like hearing these cool sound bites. They like hearing these fighters talk shit to each other. They like the press conferences, you know. It's kind of hard to not have your stock elevated by being a good talker on the mic. Dricus Duplessis is a good example of that. I'm gonna miss hating on Izzy when he's gone. What I've noticed about him, he gets a lot more hate than he probably deserves. Listen, there's reasons to not like the guy. I can get that, but I mean, really, do you know what I mean? Like, there's far more annoying people in the UFC. I mean, you've got Bryce Mitchell, who's quite literally a neo-Nazi. I mean, who else have you got? John Jones exists. And Adesanya gets more hate than both of them. Maybe Jones less so now, but Bryce Mitchell. Watch Party Rasmus Gun. I'll consider it, man. If it's on UK time, it's in Abu Dhabi, right? I'm not opposed. If I'm not watching it with friends or anything, I'm not opposed. I might do it for the main card, yeah. That could be fun. And you guys know, to be fair, Johan, you're not wrong. It's a good idea considering how big of an Aspinall fan I am, and I have been, and how long I've championed the man, so... Did you watch Yaya's fight? Was he the one who got knocked down 6 times? I did miss the really early prelims. I think I did miss that one. If it was the one you're talking about. Or was it the one where he got folded? I can't remember. I think Wilder Pavlovich has been rebooked. I hope so. I think that's actually a fun fight, to be fair. Yeah, was it yeah, it was the 6 knockdowns one, right? Which fight do you think is taking the most steroids? I always thought Usman was on them. That's always been a fair shout. I don't know. Give me a name. Who do you think? Bryce is legend. How can you hate him? Berserker has summed it up pretty clearly there, Daz. I'm gonna stop really liking fighters and start liking the sport and the fights. That's honestly the best way to look at it. That's what I do. There are obviously I have my favorites and I have fighters who I'm very passionate about, but I limit it very much. Do you know what I mean? I've always been sport first over fighters. I just want to have good fights, and it kind of takes some of the stress and emotion out of watching MMA these days. Same with betting. That's why I don't bet too much, because it can kind of kill the enjoyment of the sport. Because you get too caught up in the finances and the money, and you want this guy to win, so this happens to your parlay. It's like, I can't enjoy the fights as much when I've got money on the line. Too stressful, man. Oh, Romero, yeah, but he doesn't fight anymore in the UFC. Same with Overeem, and Overeem tested positive, didn't he not? So, is he anywhere near done? He got caught. He wasn't really losing. I mean, I thought he lost the first round off the top of my head. Yeah, it was competitive though. But I mean, he is near done. He's definitely not as good as he once was, Justin. I think it's a fair thing to say that he's lost a step. And that's just, there's no shame in that in the slightest. It's just the nature of the game. It happens to everybody if you stay around long enough. What the hell is my dog doing, bro? You can probably hear that. Dog is barking his head off. Yeah, Romero was, but we're talking about now. Betting is too volatile when it comes to MMA. Yeah, I don't do it unless I'm pretty confident, which is why I tend to do okay. Because I skip out on most of the odds, usually bad. 99% of gamblers quit before they win big. Very true. Do you get demonetized for gambling on YouTube? I feel like you do, right? I'm not going to do that anyway. I don't want to open Pandora's box. RDR versus Whitaker was a win-win, lose-lose fight because I love both guys. Yeah, I was kind of like that too, but I'm definitely more of a Whitaker fan. Career's pretty much over. I wouldn't say that, mate. He's only lost the top guys. If you look at Rob Whitaker's resume, look at the guys. He's 3-3 in his last 6, which sounds bad when you're talking about the top level. But look at the guys he's lost to. I mean, in his last 6 fights, Dricus Duplessis. Wait. Yeah, so he beat. I mean, he lost to this is 7. Adesanya. He lost to Adesanya, which I thought he won that fight in the rematch. Beat Marvin Vettori. Dricus Duplessis he lost to, who is the current champion of the world. Beat Paulo Costa. Beat Ikram Aliskerov, which is a great win. Lost to Shemaev and Renier de Reda, 2 of the best fighters in the game right now in that division. I mean, he's lost to, incredible fighters. Incredible fighters. He's only lost to the best, so I've got no shame in it. Career's over as in championship hopes. I would never say that. How old is he? He's still got time, right? I'm pretty sure he's still not too young. He's 34, so he's still got a bit of time at that division. When you can go a little bit longer at middleweight and above, he can go a bit longer. But he's still got a chance. But I mean, I'd say he's got a chance in terms of his ability. That I would say yes. But I think in terms of the competition he's against, I'd agree. I think guys like Chimaev, they will just always have his number. I don't think he can beat a guy like Chimaev. Is he lost him? I think it's observation of the way they look, man. Like in the cage, you know? It's just and also their fighting styles. His style has always been one reliant on reaction time and speed. First things to go as an athletic decline. Particularly within the context of MMA, and I think that's why you've seen Adesanya decline a lot more. SG, good to see you, my man. Good to see you. Student as well. Welcome back, guys. Gaming's like you mine for diamonds in Minecraft and you die in lava. Or you keep going and you respawn and then you go back for more. Thoughts on Clanker hate? Yeah, I mean, seeing Clanker from Star Wars become a universal term is interesting. But I'm not opposed. Except from that one where he's that one robot that's wearing that really cool shirt and he's running down the hill. If you've seen the video, you know what I'm talking about. He's got drip. Think of all the Capri Sun you could buy? Yes, man. Exactly. That's exactly why. You're spitting facts. I might have to hop on some blackjack after this. I'm actually going to the cinema after this. I'm seeing me and my brother were seeing Bring Her Back, the Raka Raka movie. Wasn't even part of the plan. Very impromptu. But, if you know Raka Raka on YouTube, they're fire. They made all the cool videos back in the day. You definitely would have seen their stuff. And now they make cool ass movies. Isn't that word censored here? Oh, Clanker? Not yet. Not yet. Imagine in some time in the distant future where robots, discrimination towards robots gets outlawed and you can't say that word anymore. That would be insane. Did he post Hitler on his story? I don't know. I don't know about that. You know more than I do. People forget Man DDP's a marauder. Exactly, bro. Very good fighter. There's no shame in any of the guys Rob's lost to. This is what I mean. He looks bad when you see 3-3 in his last 6, but mate, he's lost to top guys. You know, his News Pro video is very good. I enjoyed every minute of it. Goblin, thank you. Good to have you back, by the way. Welcome. Good to see you again, my man. Thank you very much for one. Yeah, it took me way longer than I thought. Very long time. It's just a big project. It just kept getting bigger and bigger. If anything, that was a cut down version of. I just decided to trim some stuff that I couldn't get done in time because I was like, I've spent too long on this already. It has to come out. I was already overdue. So, but I'm proud of it. It's a very good project. I'm glad you liked it. I wish it did better than it is, but down the line, beggars can't be choosers. You know. I don't think it's censored on YouTube if you say it. Thank you, Specky. Thank you. I mean, listen. I think with YouTube, what I realized is you have to have a goldfish memory. This is what we spoke about on the podcast, which we recorded in studio. So I've got to edit that. It'll be out sometime. Yeah, it's about having a goldfish memory. You've got to just stop focusing on behind you and just look forward. Look forward on the next project. Just keep going. And that's if a video is performing well or not. If a video is doing bad or it's doing good, you just got to move on to the next regardless. Keep pushing. Which is what I'm trying to do. So leave my videos, the script is taking shape. Hopefully I'll finish it tonight. If not, then tomorrow. And then we're just going to try and grind out the edit. I am going away in the middle of August for the record. So there won't be streams then. But I'm going camping in Wales for like 5-6 days. So there won't be... there'll be a video. I'm going to aim to drop the video just before I go. Hopefully sometime before. So it'll go live for you guys. So you don't have to worry about it. And then there'll be no streams for that week. But apart from that, then we'll be back to normal. Best believe I'll still be thinking about great ideas to work on, so. Ground pound from 240 pound Pereira sounds scary as fuck. What I want to see from him is move up to heavyweight. You know, he's talking about Strickland and that. Yeah, sure, we can see that fight again. But I want to see him go up to heavyweight and fight Tom Aspinall. It's the only compelling matchup right now. Outside of Garn. SG, I disagree. Everyone talks about Aspinall taking down and subbing Garn, but I think he knocks him out in the same way he's knocked out everyone before him. Yes, the golfing quality and the grappling is bigger than the striking, but I still think Aspinall knocks him out early. I really do. Van might be the most entertaining fighter. I mean, his war with Roy Val was exactly that, man. It was an absolute barn burner. I loved it. My goat from Myanmar, formerly Burma. Gonna make a Ferguson dog. I did back in the day. I think I had to private it for copyright reasons and because the whole MMA crazy stuff, which I'm sure you've heard about. I think I told, for the standard I was working at back then, I've definitely, obviously my projects are a lot better now. I was proud of the story I told then. I don't think it needs to be told again for a while. And I think it's been told before too many times. So maybe not in the near future, but maybe down the line, I'd like to do it again, yeah. If there is any names you want me to do, please don't hesitate. I'm looking for good ideas. Probably haven't done enough good idea generation in a while. So if you have anything you want me to do, give me some suggestions. I'm, again, always open to it. Bryce gets dragged over coals. No one cares when Izzy posted a video on his story. What was it that Izzy posted exactly? I mean, Bryce was pretty out there in what he was saying. I don't think he was, you know, there was no other intentions on what he was saying. UK snack tier list. I'm not going to do a video on it. It's a good idea, though. Have you seen Rocky films? I've seen the first two. I've seen the first two and I've seen the Creed movies. Rocky 1, I stand by, is pretty overrated. It's not that great. It's fine. It's a fine movie. It's a little bit... the dialogue's not great. I don't love it. But Creed, Rocky 2 is phenomenal. I love Rocky 2. Rocky 1's still good, but it's nowhere near as good as everyone says it is. And Rocky 2 is levels above. Rocky's an awesome movie. Creed is incredible, though. I think Creed's better than both of them. The first Creed, anyway. Second one is pretty crap. Third one's actually surprisingly okay. But Rocky 2 is the best. Out of the ones I've seen. Still think Pantoja gets in, which makes me sad. I think so. I think the grappling... I mean, I'd be surprised if Joshua Van doesn't end up as a UFC champion. I mean, he's 23. Doing what he's doing at 23. He's the same age as me, bro. That's insane. Aspinall Care's gone early. I do. I think so. He's got good in and out movement. Yes, I agree, but I think Aspinall's timing is even better than his. I think Aspinall will catch him when he's coming in. Aspinall will figure out the range very early. He's very good at that. There's a reason he's always first to the punch. It's because he's damn quick and his timing is perfect. That's why. That's why you see him knocking all these guys out, because he's always landing first. And he also hits really damn hard. I'm a big Alex fan, but the Brazilians this year are down in the gutters in their main events. Yeah, what is the record? It's pretty nuts, right? I think they might main event it, K-Dot. I do think they'll do it. And I hope they do. Flyweights deserve the respect. 38 now will be slower. I think Ankle grab by decision or even TKO is very probable. I think so too. I think Ankle Aev will get it done again. Pantoja looks like he's unbeatable, but yes, but so does everyone, to be fair, Specky. I've heard that phrase just with someone else's name put in front. Everyone looks unbeatable until they are mortal, you know? I'd say the same about Tom Aspinall. As much as he's unstoppable, I think everyone... I would say he beats every single person in that top 15, but eventually his time will come. It's just the nature of the beast, man. Garn works on his takedown defense. I don't think it would be enough. Obviously, he's been doing that, but I think Aspinall is just too good in those areas. A little bit for Tom to find the range. Either way, I don't see it leaving the first round. I really don't. I mean, maybe it can get to the second, maybe, but either way, I think Aspinall gets the finish. I think that's... I'm pretty confident in that. 0-9 for Brazilians. Wild. I mean, yeah, Pantoja's not really been main eventing, has he? So he can't change that number. Yo, Yarn done enough for a title shot. Yeah, but as I said earlier, Daz, it's not compelling when he's been dominated by Merab before. I mean, if Sandhagen somehow beat match, Yarn versus Sandhagen for the interim belt a while ago at UFC 267, I want to say it was. I want to say it was UFC 267. I believe it was the co-main on 267. Yes, it was. I know my shit. That was an awesome fight, and I'd love that rematch. I think a lot of people have been sort of eyeing that one up for a while. No, Daz. I mean, sorry, he will. Does it make sense, or is it justified? No, it's not. But will John be talking? Absolutely. Stream is lagging. Is it really? It just looks fine to me. My OBS looks fine. My hair, on the other hand, is not. Fucking mess right now. I think that might be on your end, my man. I mean, everyone else, let me know. Is it okay? Garn's lead hand activity is faster than Aspinall's feints frame by frame. Damn, you've been in there. Kick's not even close, but Aspinall faking a takedown, then going overhand, gets Garn round one. I just think the 1-2 down the pipe is... It's Aspinall's... I mean, it's his bread and butter, man. It really is. I don't see it going another way. I don't. I think he's far quicker than Garn, man. Yeah, the feints to sure, but what about the actual 1-2s, you know? I think Aspinall's just too quick. Apologies. You asked Jones a question at press conference, what would it be? I don't... Put it this way. I don't really have a question for John Jones because he would find a way to weasel his way out of any good answer. So there's nothing I could say that would get the answer I want. He would never give me the answer I would want to hear anyway. I'd rather just not waste my time. I think I'm going to be at 320 or 321 in person. No way. Nice. Who's what is Fat Credino fighting? Who else are your teammates? I remember you saying. That's pretty cool. Is 320 in Abu Dhabi as well? The Ankalaev Pereira fight? It's in Vegas. Oh, you're traveling out with them? That's pretty fucking cool. Alex too. We just mentioned earlier, student. I think Ankalaev, man. I think Ankalaev is gonna just. I think he'll listen. I know it's not the answer you probably want to hear, nor do we want to see. Because Pereira is just innately more exciting to watch. Ankalaev is not. He's bland. He's boring in the cage and out of it, really. But I think he's gonna get it done. MMA, you know, doesn't discriminate. You know, doesn't hold back. You know, sometimes we want things in MMA and we don't tend to get them. So, UFC Africa card. What was that? 320 in Vegas. Yeah, I just checked. Yeah, and then we got 321 is in Abu Dhabi, right? Ikram and Rina. Yeah, man. I mean, they've got, you know, they've both got, you know, Ikram in particular. Ikram, look, I know he lost to Rob, but he came back and won recently, didn't he? When was his last fight? Who did he beat recently? Yeah, I mean, he knocked out Andrew Muniz, which was a great performance. Yeah, and Andrew Muniz, I mean, people forget, he was good on his day, man. Very good. Still is a good fighter. Who do you think is putting out 320? Probably Shemaev at this rate. Oh, wait, no, that's 319. No one then. Guy is a southpaw. The 1-2 just isn't there against him. Yes, that's a good point. Fat blob, you can carry on with the head kicks, the open stance. Maybe. I'm sure, yeah. Masvidal, I say there is. Yeah, true. I think the smart thing to do is take him down and submit him. And I think that's, to be honest with you, that's probably what he will do. I like the southpaw thing is a good point. That's a good point. Yeah, fairs. Yeah, the grappling is there then. I mean, I don't think on the mat it's even remotely close or it's competitive. I think Aspinall would blast double him, as you're saying, Kador, and take him to the cage, and I think he'd just get the rear naked choke, same way he did against Arlovsky. Close to Jones had a freshly baked pie. What were the chances to face by him? I feel like he would kill me. He probably would kill me. So I'm going to say no. I'm not going to do that. When we see Merab versus Volk. No. I think they between one another. I think Merab has said that he doesn't want to fight Volk. He respects him too much. And also, I don't think Merab's leaving the bantamweight division anytime soon. And even if he does, by the time he makes that decision, Volk is long gone at this game, in my opinion. That's different time wavelengths, I think, those two guys. Could be a fun fight, though. I think Shamil Ghaziv has a fight coming up too, because we have a list of fighters that have fights coming up in the gym to avoid injuries in training, and his name is on it. Oh, fair enough. Yeah, I mean, I can't think of who he'd be coming up against. Probably another fat heavyweight, as is most of them. Oh, bro, my skin's breaking out. What is this, bro? Going back to my youth. It's not good. My hair is a shit show right now. Not good. I've just realised I haven't even been filtering by live chat, so I haven't seen some of your messages. I do apologise. This is on top chat by default, which filters some shit and doesn't even say. Am I the only one who thinks Lucas Tracy's GOAT list was pretty good? I thought it was shambolic, mate, if I'm being real. I think he was rage baiting half of it. He was very much the manner of wins, like the value of each win, which I don't wait, but he was putting way too much focus on the level of competition. Guys were sense to me. Long hair pissing me off and have to maintain it, yeah. I mean, that's way too long. Got to be like here. So I gotta go get that checked out. I mean, it looks great sometimes. Like, but it's becoming a bit of a pain in the ass. Hairline check. Are we good? I think that's I mean, that's pretty strong, I think. What's the hairline review saying, guys? Are we cooked or are we not cooked? I think we're holding strong. I've seen a lot worse at 23. I value my hair more than most things in my life. Bro, it's freezing up. Am I really? It looks fine to me. My playback's looking fine, but you guys are saying it, so you must be right. Shit. You're good, sir? Good. Wild card thing legit. I mean, look, it's got legs, bro. We'll see. It remains to be seen. Remains to be seen, but I don't know. Looks good for now. Anderson Silva was spot on, though. Who? Oh, Lucas Tracy. What did he say about Anderson Silva? I can't remember. Headshots faded. Shut up, bro. Not yet. I'll take it. As long as a better hair fall and receiving hairline is my biggest fear. No, I'm going to do everything in my power to stop it. Best believe. Leo versus Ed Sheeran. I would go, what about Jeffrey Dahmer? I get that one a lot. I don't think I look anything like Ed Sheeran. And I don't look like Jeffrey Dahmer either. Just clarify. Bro, it's just not doing what I want it to do. I haven't washed it in a couple of days. That's probably why. The longish hair looks my head shape is arse with short hair. I mean, yeah, I mean, I'm definitely not getting a buzz cut anytime soon for a multitude of reasons. I mean, mainly because I would look terrible with one. I would never get one in the first place, best believe. As I said, if someone donated me like 100 grand, I'd do it. Fuck it. If someone donated 10 bags, I'd probably do it. It's hair. 10 bags, is that too little? I don't know. I do value my hair a lot. It does grow back, though. It would take so long, bro. It took me so long to get it back. I'll take you £10. That's not enough, bro. Let's get a buzz cut, bro. The haircut would cost me more. I pay like 40 quid for mine. I got hairdressers, bro. I get it sorted. And even then, the barbers, you ain't getting a trim for 10 quid. I wish. It would cost me like 23, 24 quid. 20-foot Scrolly, the home run part-time matters. I will agree, his resume in terms of competition isn't as good, but you know, you can only beat who's ahead of you. UFC London just for the posh crowd now, priced out for real fans. I went to a few and it was very financially expensive. It's yeah, I mean, I would say it's priced out for real fans. It's just a matter of it's just the UFC pricing them ridiculously high because they know they can make a shit ton of money. So any tips on how I can impress my crush? I have no friends to ask. Be interested, be interesting. That's what I would say, my man. That's what I would say. Be interested, be interesting. Play the new Donkey Kong? No. I'm not really into Nintendo games that much. I tried Mario Odyssey. I didn't love it. But they've got some... Nintendo have got some good stuff. The game design aspects look cool, though. It's just not really my kind of thing. I don't have a Switch 2 either. Do you need a Switch 2 or can you do it on Switch 1? Who score Leo? I don't remember what his looks like. Oh, he's bald. Yeah, right. Loses next 50 fights, become a murderer, and I still be as... That's crazy. Specky, I still don't think that would cover it, bro. Leon Edwards main event? What, in a UK card? I hope not. Oh my god. So I'm just watching the England penalty shootout. We actually just had to retake a penalty. Because it didn't count for some reason. And she's just had the second one saved. So it's not a good start. Switch 2, depending on buying one. I don't need it personally. I'm happy playing on PC. I've got a Steam Deck for portable usage. You know, I have a Switch, but I just never play it. So, you know, back in the day I did. Like, again, I'm always going at Mario Kart 8. No one can touch me at Mario Kart 8. But apart from that, I've really been, back in the day, I always had a Wii when I was younger. Want some money on Guskov? I feel like he'd be top 5 this year. Who is he for? I don't... Bogdan Guskov. A winning streak. Knocked out Krylov, didn't he? That's right. He was on the card. My brain just didn't compute that. Yeah, I mean, beating Ryan Span's a good win. I mean, the level of competition isn't crazy, but a Krylov is a real good win. Switch to his ass, just emulate and sell the seas. That's fair. I did consider emulating Breath of the Wild on PC. I have played it, but I'd like to try it on the PC with like buttery smooth frame rates, all of that. I stand by. I think Breath of the Wild is a very overrated game. It's a good game, but it's not a masterpiece in any sense of the word. I'm a boring person, to be honest. Well, that's subjective, man. Don't put yourself down. Nothing wrong with being a little boring anyway. Someone might disagree with that opinion. I know you want me to play Tears of the Kingdom, and I will. It will happen. The day emulating it gets like viable, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna emulate Tears of the Kingdom, and then play it that way. It does look fun. It looks the game again. The one thing I've always credited Breath of the Wild video, which I need to upload another one on. The Breath of the Wild has such good game design mechanics, but they're so wasted within the world that isn't worth exploring. Bogdan Guskov, the real Anthony Smith. I thought he looks like a Falmer from Skyrim. Him and Josh Emmett look like Falmers from Skyrim. Been loving UFC Undisputed forever. I haven't played it. Is it the modded one? Versus gaming live streams, my man. Maybe I'll bring them back. I did a couple back in the day. Oh my god, these penalties are so bad. Sorry, England have just saved another one. Former government played all the Zelda games like crazy. I back in the day I played a little bit of them on DS and stuff, but none of them. I've never really been a huge fan of them. I don't care about playing on Switch just for the locomotion shit. I'm not that bothered. RDR winner of Izzy Strickland or DDP loses? I think just give RDR the winner of DDP or Shemaev. Closest to real life armor. They do look it, don't they? Board maxing. Daz, there's no way that's true. I'm gonna look this up because if you're trolling me, I swear to God. No, I don't believe that in the slightest. Why am I even searching this up? Because it's obviously not true. What the fuck am I doing? Like, yeah, this is obviously not true. I mean, who is the new guy who fought the other night? Who's a Versace model? Are you following England test series in India? I very, very rough, vaguely. I have no idea what's going on with it. I saw a bit of it on TV the other day. Who is it that's the Versace model? What's his name? Who's the guy? Dulatov, that's it. Yeah, he looks good though, isn't he? And I don't mean in the cage. I'm joking. I mean both. Elden Ring's my favorite game ever behind Skyrim. The good shouts. I love Skyrim. I love Elden Ring. Elden Ring isn't my favorite. I think anyone who's not played a Souls game before would say, yes, come on, England saved another one. Like Elden Ring is. I always said I prefer Dark Souls 3 just because it's more condensed. I think Elden Ring is too big. I don't like open worlds as much. But I love what Elden Ring does in a lot of ways. It's still an incredible game. It's not a 10 out of 10 for me though. I don't rate it as highly as probably other people do. Not to say that it's a bad game in the slightest. I still love it. I had a great time with it. I was very excited for it. Just preference. Skyrim's incredible though. Hasn't aged incredibly well. As is most of Bethesda's formula. Starfield's proven that. But again, I've got a lot of memories of Skyrim. Played it, I remember getting it for my birthday when it came out when I was... When did it come out? 2011? 2010? When did Skyrim come out? I want to say it was 2011. Yeah, 2011. Yeah, I got it for my birthday like a couple months later, so... Oh my god, England have just had another one saved, for God's sake. Yeah, in November 2011, so I would have been... Yeah, for my 10th birthday. I remember getting it for my 10th birthday, and I played the shit out of it. And I still have it on my PC now. Dulatov's from my city. Is he represent Germany? I want to say something like that. Is it Germany he's from? Yeah, he's German Russian. That's awesome, man. I have a date this Wednesday. I think I'm wearing the Charles hoodie. She's gonna be pressed on. Oh, hell no, bro. Do not rock the Charles hoodie, man. To be fair, I mean, if she's a real one, I don't think she'd care that much. Oh my god, Spain just missed a penalty. Everyone's just missing their penalties, bro. Yeah, he's Chechen, right? Oh, sorry, apologies. Yeah, not Russian, Chechen. Just get your fit on, bro. Get a nice fit on, but don't rep the Charles Oliveira hoodie. After the Starfield game, Bethesda made I've lost all hope. Elder Scrolls 6. Yeah, I think it would take a drastic change in their design philosophy for anything different, in my opinion. I'm sure they will make improvements, but it won't be enough. I think you'll still see the same problems with Elder Scrolls 6 as you will with Starfield and Fallout 76, and honestly, really Fallout 4 to an extent. The formula is dated, man. It's mechanically the way they need to switch engines, in my opinion. I think you have to completely start from the beginning, basically become a new company at that point in terms of the way you operate and make games. That's not. I don't blame them for not doing it. It's not easy. Come on, England. I think we score this, we win, right? Yeah, come on. Yes. We just won the Euros, the Women's Euros, I think. Yeah, we did it. Yay. Get in. What to do with middleweight Shimaev? Loser. Give him to Paolo. I mean, Paolo's won in his last 5 or something, right? It is bad SG. It's very dated. I have played it, and I couldn't stomach more than a few hours. I got very bored of it because the amount of loading screens for a game that's open world, it's so disappointing. I played Smash Bros. I did get into it when I was playing with some friends, but I've never owned it. But I did enjoy my time playing it. Smash Bros. Ultimate, good fun. Finally watched Invincible last week. It's peak. Yeah, the new season was great. I mean, we got really strong near the end. Read the comics as well. I know which one you're talking about, Kador. I think it's the Full Violence one, right? That was the worst game Bethesda has made. I think 76 when it came out probably takes that. Listen, put it this way, if Starfield came out 10, 15 years ago, it would have been well received. But it didn't. When the years happened, the women's one just now. We just won on penalties. Background looks sick, brother. I hate to break it to you, but I'll thank you for the kind words. But it ain't real. I made it myself. But thank you. I made it in a game engine ages ago. Thank you. Witcher 4, I really hope that's good. So do I. I love The Witcher so much. I love the universe. I love Witcher 3. I haven't played 1 and 2, but I love the Witcher universe. I love Gwent, the standalone. I just love it. And Witcher 4, I'm very, very, very excited for. Yeah, it does not SG. It's got like 1,000 planets, but they're all got nothing on them. It's completely pointless and a waste of time. Rob versus winner of MVP and Cannoneer. I like that. I mean, he's beaten Cannoneer before. MVP would be a fun fight, though. I like that a lot. That makes sense to me. I did not, Daz. Strickland wins, you give him Kai if Kai loses. Sure. That makes sense to me. So am my Ivar. He's always been one of my favorites. He's just a stand-up dude as well. Just a lovely guy. I love his podcast. Didn't notice the green screen until I saw the rain. I was like, no way, that's real, but it looks very good. Thank you. I mean, listen, lighting could help if I had... I did add a little purple hue on the color grade. I don't even know if that's still on. Let me check. You can see the difference. Yeah, look, if I turn the color correction off, you can see it looks a little bit more natural now. But if I had that slight purple tint, grounds it a little bit more. But it is pretty cool. Dishonored's incredible series. Yeah, I love the first one. I haven't really given the second one a chance. I do have it. But first one's great. Love the art style. Great art direction, that game. And fun to play. Yeah, I know, student. Don't remind me. Got a full background. Check the M's. No, not doing that. Little Tesco's all day, mate. All day. All day. Oh, get in England. Let's have it. The Euros winners. We were not that great in the game, but we will. What's next for Shavkat? I mean, he's been out for a while now, right? I don't know. Do you give him the title shot? I guess you do. Well, lessons have good clothing. The Shemai hoodies legit look like Hot Topic clothes. I mean, I'm not big on merch anyway. I have designed some for my own just enjoyment. Like I've got a really cool design I want to make, which I've always wanted to commission someone to do, but I've never found the right artist or someone, or like, do you know what I mean, to enact that vision, because I can't do it. But I've always had a really, really cool design I've always wanted to make. So we'll see. Maybe one day I'll drop it. I don't know who that is, Des. Maybe I have without realizing. Let me have a look. Charlie, who's this guy? I don't know who this dude is. Oh, he looks like one of... not my kind of guy, if I'm being real. Not for me, bro. Lidl clear Tesco's easy on a good day. No, I'll tell you why Lidl doesn't clear Tesco's. It's because they put the prices above the item, but rather than below it. and it gets confusing as fuck because you think you found an absolute bargain, then you realize it's like 4 times the amount because you're looking at the wrong thing. Their bakery is fire. I'll give you the little bakery clears Tesco's. That's what I'll give it to you. But they don't have meal deals for one. They always have that random. Maybe it's a good thing. They have that random aisle of just random shit which they're just selling. It's fine. Lidl's up there. It's still a good supermarket, but Tesco on top. Real moment was Georgia scoring against Spain in the Euros. Didn't age well in the second half. No. Well, we avenged you, so. Little Baker's absolutely beautiful. Yeah, I fuck with their muffins, man. Their donuts and muffins are pretty fire. Vegan pastry? Nah, man. Chocolate donuts. Little way better value? Yeah, to an extent. Better beer. Well, I don't drink, so I don't apply, man. I'm thinking about making content again. More like essays and mini docs. You have advice? What should I know could be beneficial? I could tell you all sorts. Yeah, I mean, I'll give you a couple things. Sure. I mean, what I would say is the main thing to think about is copyright. That's always been a big problem. Stay away from broadcast footage as best as you can. You probably know that by now. I've had a look at your channel. You know, broadcast footage is a death sentence. Just be knowledgeable about the sport, and as you're writing, if you're doing a script-heavy piece, which is what mine are, everything revolves around the script. Try and visualize the edit as best as you can. As you're writing it, that's what I do. I try and visualize the actual final product of what the video might look like way down the line as I'm writing it, which tends to help me a lot. And it's also, honestly, to be honest with you, mate, it's just a lot of practice. My old stuff is terrible. It's not the channel anymore, but even my old videos that are there are still bad in comparison to the stuff I make now. It's a lot of practice. I will say I have some deep dive stuff on my Patreon, which I'm for creatives that I'm putting out. I did a full video breakdown of my Ngannou one, and I'm also going to do one for my Dustin Poirier video, which I just worked on. I'll link it here if you want to check it out. You're not obliged at all. That goes for any of you. But equally, you can DM me for little tidbits here and there. Always happy to help, my man. But I'm going to plug the Patreon because I have to do it every stream. I always do. But we're doing some cool shit on there. Elephant Graveyard's exposure on Joe Rogan. No, I didn't. I did see he denied putting Benjamin Netanyahu. He rejected Benjamin Netanyahu on his podcast, which is a monumental W. So I'll give him that. I'll give Joe Rogan that. But I don't know what you're referring to. Red Velvet Muffins, yeah, fire. Jay picked Darius to beat Charles. I think I did as well, to be fair, mate. Money, student, and just investment in sports. That's why. That's what it comes down to, man. Oh, my chat just lagged, bro. We're good. Appreciate rather fuck the content. Thank you, man. A lot of cool stuff coming. I'm doing a Lee Murray video, which is going to be fire as hell. I've done it before, but it was crap, and my content sucked back then. So it's going to be sick. But again, working on some real cool shit. But I appreciate the kind words. Again, DM me, Instagram, Discord, always the place, man. If you need advice or anything you want to, you know, here and there, just hit me up. Honestly, do not hesitate. Always happy to help. You play GTA? Yeah, of course, man. I GTA 4 when I was younger. And then 5 when it came out, man. I ran home from school. Day 1, had that pre-ordered, bro. I ran home from school to play it. I was 11 at the time, which is crazy to say because I'm now 23. 23, bro. I'll be 24 when GTA 6 comes out. Fucking hell. Terrifies me, bro. Even I've been fanboying Charles since 2020. Shake Guys goes beyond limits. I don't really watch his stuff. Again, but that's no shade to him. I just don't watch a lot of MMA content, man. Not my shit. What are the best GTA Online PvP? Is that a thing? Is that a big thing for real? GTA 4 is great. The story is just, I love the story in GTA 4, and there's a lot of things about 4, like the driving, which people prefer. I kind of agree to an extent. It feels a lot heavier and a bit more realistic. The physics are kind of cool. The story's great. The story's the big thing. And GTA 4, the story's awesome. I'd play it for the story. Really well done. 5's is good, but 4 is a lot more gritty. Good. I never played the DLCs, but the story in 4 is, for the base game, is very solid. GTA Online, I'm Richard's How would GTA 4 a better story of Mali? Yeah, exactly. 4 online was just rudimentary. It was still fun. Yeah, I never really got into the P. I mean, love GT Online. Don't get it wrong. Don't play anymore really, but I wanted to try like 5M and stuff, like the modded stuff. I just never really got into it. I don't know about that, Astro, but thank you. Thank you in the comments. I'm not looking at my best right now. My hair's an absolute mess, bro. Need to get it sorted. But thank you. Yeah, Battle of the Gay Tony. And there was another one, right? Wasn't there 2? Hey, no. Keep it chill, Astro. If I see my childhood, except that helicopter mission. Are you talking about the RC one? Wasn't that San Andreas, or am I wrong? I mean, you probably know more than I do. You're definitely right. What am I talking about? I haven't played it. Not answering that one. Remember the last time I forced a 1v1 GT Online? Yeah, I mean, on console, they have fat aim assist. I don't know if you're playing on console or not. Bro, what are you guys doing? You're tripping me out, man. Yeah, GT Online's great. I mean, the inflation on that game is crazy, but fun. Back in the day, it was fun. I mean, back in the days on PC when modded lobbies were everywhere and you could just get loads of money, that was great. And then you just buy all the shit before Rockstar would take it out of your account. Because once you had it in like assets and cars, like it's like in-game money laundering. It was great. It was always fun. Because I bought the super yacht and everything because I just had guys who were just modded, dropping me shit ton of money. Can't really do that now, right? It's not as easy, which is a shame. There we go. Yeah, my Chrome's just lagging out, bro. Rockstar ban you? No, they didn't. They didn't ban you. They just take the money out. That's what happened to me. They never banned you because if you got given you can get given modded money back in the day without even wanting it. Like people would just teleport onto you and just start shitting money backs on top of you. That's not your fault. So you couldn't get banned for it. Any good upcoming game releases this year? I mean, there definitely is. I just can't even off the top of my dome. Back end of this year. Is Little Nightmares dropping game this year? This year? Little Nightmares 3? I think it's next year. But still, I mean, there's still some good shit coming out. What have we got? Let's have a look. What else have we got? I'm looking on this just list right here. The new Mafia game's coming out. I'm not sure. I'm not that interested in it, but it could be good. Sword of the Sea. That's meant to looks good. Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater remake. That looks cool. Borderlands 4, if you're into that. I'm not personally. The Dying Light spin-off. Not that interested really. Ghost of Yote. That will probably be really good. Little Nightmares 3 is coming out this year. It's coming out in October. That'll be awesome. Play that. Outer Worlds 2. I'm not that interested. Ken is coming out in November, and I'm very excited for that. So yeah, I mean, there's some good stuff in there. Up on Fortnite? No, bro. This shit's too big. It's like 150 gig, man. Smart is trying to be investigating right now. Because yeah, I haven't played Tsushima. I probably will. It's on my backlog and it's on PC, so I'll probably give it a crack. But yeah, guys, I am gonna have to love you and leave you. I know my comments early, but I have literally a very tight turnaround. So I am gonna have to love you and leave you, as I've got stuff to do. But have a very good morning, night, afternoon. I don't really understand that. I'm not hating it. You have your opinion. I just don't get it. But that's fair. Have a good morning, night, afternoon, evening, wherever you're at in the world. Stay safe. Stay hydrated. And I will see you on... What day is it today? I always lose track. I'll see you on Thursday. Have a good one, people.